I've made great progress on my office facelift. Now I've decided I need some shelving. I want some shelving over here. I've looked at a lot of designs and I really like the floating shelving. They're all the rage, and no wonder. No brackets to catch the eye, clean modern design. And I think that will really help maintain, a larger feel in this small space. Rather than make them myself from scratch, to save time, I purchased a set from a company I discovered, Dakota Love. They make an extensive line of floating shelves, different style choices, different types of wood, different finishes. I selected this square-edged style, constructed from poplar blocks, much like a cutting board. And this espresso finish I felt would harmonize well with the darker tones in the table I purchased. I'm going to install these on these adjoining walls here. I want to put one about here and put another one up something about like that. Sort of an asymmetrical design. That should help maintain a larger feel also in this small space. Rather than to have it, total symmetrical, that sort of blocks in the corner, where a layout like this keeps the corner open. Here's what came in the package of 2 shelves that I purchased. The shelves themselves, which are 24-inch long by 8-inch deep, they are routed and pre-drilled for these brackets. Nice steel rods welded to steel bar. The bar is pre-drilled and the spacing will align with regular 16-inch spaced studded walls. Toggles for hollow wall installation. Sheetrock anchors and screws, and installation instructions. Now, I'm going to mount these and secure them to the studs in the wall. That's going to provide the most strength. So I first mark my stud locations, and then I'll figure out my layout. I figured out my layout. I'm going to put the end hole on this stud over here, which will then have this hole fall on the next 16-inch stud over there. Now, these do have a top and a bottom. These holes are slightly off center. You want to put these up. These rods are attached with a slight 1 degree uplift to them. So that helps keep the shelf against the wall. So you want to get this going the right way. So that's going to go right there. You want to check to be sure your wall is flat. This wall is really good. There might be a 32nd of an inch deviation. If the wall is curved in any way, you can trim the shelf, scribe it, and trim it to fit the wall. And you'll have to shim the bracket, because if you screw this down to a curved surface, it's going to flex the bar, which will bring these posts out of parallel, and they won't slide into the boring on the shelf. I am pre-boring for my screws. I just want to do that rather than shoot these in and fight them going into old hard studs. I can mount one side of the bracket, bring the bracket up to level, mark my other hole, and again I'm going to pre-drill that. The 2x4s in the walls of old houses, they harden with age, and that can be difficult to drive screws into. There we go. That is really solid. Now, if you had a longer shelf, you'd probably want to add some drywall anchors in between, but on this short 2-foot shelf, that's going to be plenty adequate. And I'm doing the same thing over here. Line my bracket up with the stud, mark my location for the screw, pre-drill. Here one side of the bracket, mark my second stud location, pre-drill, put in my mounting screw. Then we just slide these on. It can be a little tricky lining up these holes, but look at that. Nice. Yeah, I like it. Pretty good.